Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Watch Stuff with us. I'm JD, and we are going to be watching a Den of Nerds video breaking down the new leaks from Avengers Doomsday. So if you're interested in Avengers Doomsday, everything Marvel, everything TV and movies, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment below, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified each and every time we go live in 2025. So without further ado, even though I hate saying that, let's get started watching this Avengers Doomsday Leaks Explained video done by Den of Nerds. Big shout out to them. Sub to their channel too.
Den of Nerds. I am Josh, and we have some new incredible leaks and rumors about Avengers Doomsday. First off, we got to talk about this set leak.
Look at that, man. So that looks like some planet has been hit by a ton of what, maybe asteroids or something like that. I don't know if they're going to have the picture on here later on in the video because I've not seen this video, but I know that I've seen some later drone footage that has some like spaceship debris in some of these craters that are on the ground. So yeah, I like how they're covering things up with the with what looked to be the train cars or whatever, or shipping crates. Like, I wonder if those are actually in the movie. I'm guessing not, and they're going to be able to CGI those things out. But yeah, it's kind of interesting to see how they actually go about doing these things. They are on location, I believe, in the UK, filming this movie as we speak.
There's a set being built right now for Avengers Doomsday, and I actually just heard some really interesting details about what that is, so I want to get into it. And then there's this crazy rumor about Magneto and his role in Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret.
Love Magneto. I even love Magneto in the X-Men 97 cartoon. Like, he's the best character on there. Magneto has always been awesome because he has the more aggressive side of trying to solve the issue of being a mutant. So I love Magneto.
And I want to talk about that because obviously Magneto's in the film. In fact, I think Magneto will arrive at this place in the set photos here. And so I want to fill you in, give you context with everything I've heard behind the scenes. It has to do with the X-Men universe. And as a bonus, I've got a really wild rumor here that nobody's been talking about. It has to do with RDJ's Dr. Doom. I'm going to share that with you.
RDJ Dr. Doom. I've said it many times, but I'm okay with his casting as long as they make it make sense. So they got a pretty tough task to make it make sense that Dr. Doom in this universe, or whatever universe he's in, looks like our version of Tony Stark. So I got a feeling that they're going to be able to do it. There's tons of videos out there with theories on it. So yeah, I can't wait to see exactly what is really going on with Tony Stark actually being Victor Von Doom, or looking like Tony Stark.
At the end of this video, and there's a very good reason why. Okay, so first up, let's talk about this set. So this set is currently being built in London, and all of the footage from this set leak comes from Unbox PhD. They've been covering this on their Twitter account. They've been posting videos.
Shoot them a follow too. It's a fun follow.
In the description. And as you can see here, it looks to be some kind of battlefield, a whole bunch of craters on some really nice looking property. And there seems to be two entrances being built on either side of this set. And for now, we don't really know what this set is, but it's obvious that there's some kind of battlefield or some kind of crazy thing happened here with all of these different craters. And it got people excited because it seems like the scale of the battles and the conflict in Doomsday is going to be like Avengers level, like super.
Tommy D in the house. What's up, bro?
Films, huge, big, epic as shit. And that's really cool. However, I think this is actually the front lawn of the X Mansion. And you can kind of see it if you look at the architecture. And
yeah, I can see that, especially with the way that these, you can kind of look at these as like X's almost. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
And the front lawn landscaping of this facility, or this set that they're building for Doomsday, it does match up with various versions of the X-Mansion from the Fox X-Men movie. On a small side note, they did use different castles and estates for different versions of the X-Men franchise film, but they all had a very similar vibe, and almost all of them had really elaborate front lawns and landscaping that you would expect for a very wealthy person.
That
like
makes
Charles
sense.
Xavier.
That makes
so
total
let's get in
sense.
that, because I really think this is the X-Men mansion, and that's crazy. We'll talk about that in a second. So let's talk about this other rumor when it comes to Magneto. Now, this rumor is not coming from a very reliable source. It's a big social media account, but it doesn't have a track record of like breaking exclusives or scoops. And so far, none of the other insiders have come forward to corroborate this rumor. So I actually don't
Grain of
think
salt,
this
folks.
rumor is
Grain
real.
of salt.
But they're obviously doing something with Magneto, and so let's talk about the rumor, and then I'll talk about what I think is actually going on. Right now, the rumor is that Magneto, Ian McKellen's Magneto, will actually be working for Doctor Doom in the next two Avengers films, and that would be really crazy.
Okay, now I don't think that that is very far-fetched at all. I think that Doom and Magneto have a lot of the same sort of thinking on things, especially if you read the comics, especially if you look at how militant Doctor Doom is and how militant Magneto is, as opposed to Professor Xavier and Reed Richards. Like, it would be so cool if we had the four of them sort of face off, so to speak, in these upcoming Avengers movies. But yeah, I can definitely see that they would align. Their thinking would be similar. I'm sure Doctor Doom has told them that their planet that they're on is marked for death or going to be destroyed or something's going to happen to it. And Magneto says, hey, we need to align with this guy or else we're going to lose everything. So I could definitely see it going down like that.
That would be intense as hell to have Magneto join Doom's Illuminati, or perhaps Magneto would be the actual ruler of like a planet X under the rule of God Emperor Doom. There was actually a universe they visited in the Jonathan Hickman universe where Magneto's statue replaced the Statue of Liberty, and it was a world where the X-Men had taken over and they were the true rulers of the planet. Kind of cool. Maybe that's gonna be something that happens in this X-Men universe in Doomsday. We'll see. But now, let me tell you a couple things that I was actually told.
Love that poster
about
too,
Doomsday.
even though it's
First
fake.
off, I don't know if Halle Berry's actually gonna be in this movie. She was recently saying she wasn't in the film. A lot of us were like, wait, no, she's got to be in the film. But as far as right now, she's actually not in the movie. And I was told,
as far as Halle Berry is concerned, for me, I don't think that she's essential. I love the character as Storm. I don't necessarily like her portrayal. I don't think that we've had a great portrayal of Storm in the movies at all at this point. I hope that whoever they cast to be Storm in the aftermath of Doomsday and Secret Wars is going to be, I'm hoping that they're much better than Halle Berry and the actress who played her, who played Storm in the earlier movies as well. So, but yeah, I don't think that the versions that we've had have been that good. I don't think Halle Berry is physically imposing enough. I think that you need a bigger woman to be Storm. I think that they brought Halle Berry on for her star power at the time, of course. And it also would not shock me. And even though Josh says it on here that he doesn't think that Halle Berry is going to be in it, I think that Marvel is holding out on a lot of the cast. I know we had a few weeks ago where they did the whole like chair thing and broke down how the people who have been cast in the movie. I don't think that's the entire cast. I think that there's going to be a lot more people who are going to be featured in this movie. And I think that they were holding back on some of the people who have not been signed, sealed, delivered. So when you have somebody like Halle Berry talking about how, no, I'm not going to be in that movie, she isn't lying because she has not been cast in that movie yet. I would almost bet a significant amount of money, as in like $2, that she hasn't been cast, but she is in discussions to be cast, if not already cast behind the scenes now. So that way she can say that I'm not in it and she isn't lying. But if she's not in the movie, I don't think that it's killer, as long as they bring in a good Storm moving forward.
It's a relatively small group of Fox X-Men that will make up the X-Men in the film, and they will be combined with some Brotherhood members, meaning the Brotherhood of Mutants that Magneto is in control of. And the people I talked to did make it seem like the Brotherhood of Mutants characters and the X-Men characters would actually come together to fight against some common enemy, whether that would be Doctor Doom or the 616 universe. But of course, it is possible that it's just the Brotherhood of Mutants mutants working for Doctor Doom coming after Charles Xavier. So let's go back to this set photo here. They are obviously
I can see
building
that.
a big set where there was some crazy battle or action sequence, and I was told this is directly in front of the X Mansion. And it's going to involve a lot of the X-Men characters that were named in that share video. They are currently right now about to film the scenes that will take place on this set that we are looking at right now. So if it's the X Mansion, that is also where Monica Rambeau is being held. That is also where the Bangle is at. It is also potentially the place that is creating the incursion, because there are big time rumors that Monica Rambeau being in this universe,
Yeah, she's
is
causing
going
it.
to cause
She's
an
causing an
incursion
incursion
between
for
this
sure.
X-Men universe and the 616. And it looks like the X Mansion got bombed or destroyed by magic or something, or like Thanos.
I mean, honestly, like looking at the Fantastic Four trailer, I did a breakdown on that. Please check it out. It's on the channel as well. But looking at the way when the Silver Surfer arrived onto the planet, or what I'm speculating is the Silver Surfer arriving on the planet, there were a ton of almost like meteors that looked like they were shooting through the sky. What if in this scene we actually have Silver Surfer arriving on this planet as well, saying that their planet is marked for death, just like the other one was in the Fantastic Four universe, and it caused that, you know, sort of cosmic level disturbance, and you had the meteors like shooting and hitting onto the ground. Maybe that's what this is from. I don't know. Just my guess. Just my guess. Probably wrong, but I'm pretty good with this stuff.
Freaking moon at it. I mean, this looks like devastating damage. It's probably the case that some entity or force took aim at Charles Xavier and the X Mansion and decimated it. However, the X-Men themselves probably retreated to the underground portions of the X Mansion, and they're probably safe, but they probably did kill a lot of people, and I would bet a lot of the kids and you know, people that were just at the school have been evacuated or are removed. So the question is, who did this? Was it Magneto? I mean, it could be Magneto, and if Magneto
not Magneto
out
doing
that there
this.
was a being causing an incursion that Charles was harboring, yeah, he would probably come pretty hard at him. But it's possible this was Doctor Doom. It's possible Doctor Doom wants the Bangle. Maybe he is here, or his minions.
What does he want the Bangle for?
Assaulting this X-Men facility and decimating it. And maybe Magneto is secretly working for Doctor Doom. Like maybe some attack happens on the X Mansion, then Magneto shows up and he's like, Charles, I'm so sorry. I'm here to be your friend, and together we'll stand against this Doctor Doom dude. But then Magneto double crosses him and takes Monica to Doctor Doom or something like that. I'm not really sure. Now, I am starting to believe that some of the characters that help Doctor Doom in Doomsday will be given power in Secret Wars. In the Jonathan Hickman Secret Wars on Battleworld, there were several high...
Yeah, if you have not seen the leaks that came out for Avengers Secret Wars, there was an artist, I guess, who uploaded their portfolio. They worked on several different Marvel movies in the past, but somehow their portfolio of stuff that they had been working on got uploaded to some sort of sharing website, and this website was found, and this information leaked out. A lot of people think that Marvel actually leaked it themselves. I don't know if they actually leaked it, but it kind of shows some of the aesthetic that we're going to get in Secret Wars, and some of the people who look like they're going to be working with Doctor Doom or for Doctor Doom. Like on the left hand side over here, this is supposedly Doctor Strange, who in the comics was actually like a warden for Doctor Doom on Battleworld. So it looks like he may be reprising that sort of role in the movie coming up. A lot of people have speculated that this is Nathaniel Richards. And then some people have said that this is Sue Storm. Other people have said that this is the Scarlet Witch. So we shall see. We shall see. But Scarlet Witch has said that she's not going to be in these movies. Or I should say Elizabeth Olsen has said that she's not going to be in these movies.
Profile villains that control different portions of Battleworld. Mr. Sinister had one. Apocalypse.
Mr. Sinister. Okay, and Apocalypse. Just while they're on the screen, I cannot wait until they show them. Or we get really good versions of them. I know we've seen Apocalypse before. Oscar Isaac, who is now Moon Knight, played Apocalypse in the Fox universe, and I was not feeling that version of Apocalypse. People have rumored that The Rock is actually going to be the new version or the new actor playing Apocalypse once we get into the Mutant Saga, which is after the multiverse saga that we're in right now. And then going back a little bit to who was on the screen before.
Mr. Sinister.
Mr. Sinister. Don't know what actor is supposedly going to portray him, but the first X-Men movie is rumored. The X-Men movie that comes out after the multiverse saga is rumored to feature Mr. Sinister heavily. Mr. Sinister was my favorite villain on the original X-Men cartoon that came out in 97, not the new X-Men 97 version, but the X-Men original cartoon. Yeah, I love Mr. Sinister on there. So creepy. And I love the new version of him on the X-Men 97 show as well. So yeah, I really hope that they get somebody really cool to pull him off, because he has a lot of horror elements to him, and I think Marvel is missing something like that. Or if you eventually did like a Midnight Suns type movie, even though Mr. Sinister was not a villain for them, if you somehow put them together, like I think he can fit into the horror aspect of that type of movie series, along with Blade and Wolverine, and who else was in the Midnight Suns? Oh, and Moon Knight, among others. I think that would fit in pretty well.
Had one. Apocalypse had one. Maestro Hulk had some land. The Braddocks had a place for all the Captain Britons.
I really hope that they do
is
Maestro Hulk too.
Favor with Doom to try to secure a place for mutant kind in the new universe. That would actually be pretty sick. But now I got to talk about this absolutely insane new leak. Nobody's talking about this. I heard this from a very reliable source, and it could have something to do with this whole X-Men situation. According to my source, it is true that Elizabeth Olsen, Wanda, will be the lover of RDJ Doctor Doom.
Okay, so like I said, everybody, including Elizabeth Olsen herself, has said that Wanda is not going to be in this movie. So who's right? Who's wrong? Who's lying? Like I said, I guarantee you that she's going to be in this movie. I feel like the story is being based around her. She's going to be one of the biggest stars in this movie, and you need her and her power set for what Doctor Doom is going to bring to Battle World. So it will not shock me when she appears in Avengers Doomsday, maybe at the end of that movie, but she's going to be in that movie.
Or have some kind of a romantic relationship with RDJ Doctor Doom in Doomsday. However, when Doctor Doom recreates reality, it will be Sue Storm that sits by his side as his wife, with Franklin Richards as his son. So that's crazy. I mean,
and yeah, that's a long running theory that they have going on in the comics, or a long running feud, I should say. You have Victor Von Doom, who is basically and has been jealous of Reed Richards the entire time. Like everything that Reed has, he has been envious of. So that includes Sue, that includes his family, Valeria and Nathaniel. So in the Secret Wars comic book, you had Doctor Doom actually have them as his family. Like they don't remember anything about Reed. They didn't know that he was their father. He has them brainwashed, and they are basically his family, and they believe that he is the husband father of their group. So it's really crazy when you think about it like that. Like how creepy is something like that? Like somebody is just taking on your family, and the only person who knows this is Reed. And for him to sit there and have to watch that, like, dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. And I hope that they show that level of villainy from Doctor Doom in the movies.
Doctor Doom, first of all,
pretty sure we're gonna get it though.
Bunch of Riz. I mean, he's bagging the ladies in these two Avengers movies, and I think that's dope as hell. But it's also kind of weird. Like, why would this happen? Did he just want Wanda's powers in Doomsday? Was it something to do with the X-Men, or did the X-Men cross him in Doomsday, and that scorned Wanda for him or something? I'm not really sure. And because Wanda is the daughter of Magneto, if
I had to guess, Wanda turns against Doom. And maybe he is forced to destroy her, but I think that she turns against him, and yeah, it could be because that's her dad. But they haven't even like dealt with that at all in the series. Like, there's not even alluded to there being any sort of relation between them, let alone have Magneto show up at any point in time in this universe. So that's something that might happen in the future. But if she is to develop that sort of bond to somebody that she wants to fight Doctor Doom over him, That's kind of weird. They don't have a lot of time to develop something like that. So I'm guessing the answer is going to be something simpler, or she's actually going to be on Doom's side and from the jump and not have to be persuaded about this, you know, being her father or anything like that.
If that will come into play at all. Is there going to be something going on where maybe Doctor Doom ultimately agrees with
Still mad that Kang isn't going to be in this movie. I mean, you don't have to have Jonathan Majors. And I know, you know, there's so much drama that has went on with him, but the fact that they just have seemingly wiped the character away for now, like, I don't like that at all. Kang is such an awesome villain, and he needs to show up. He's been around forever. He has to be able to return. So maybe they're just saving him eventually for the not Doomsday, but for the Young Avengers. Maybe that works. I don't know. We'll see.
with Kang and decides that the mutants are too dangerous, that would be wild. And then Franklin Richards is a mutant, right? So it's like weird. Like, how is all of this going to fit together? I'm not really sure, but I wanted to bring it up to you guys because these are really crazy rumors. Really crazy stuff is being cooked right now. Avengers and X-Men and Magneto and Doctor Doom. Doom's with Wanda, then Doom's with Sue. What the hell's going on? This is pretty crazy, but I wanted to let you know so that we could speculate about it, have fun. And as more details come out, I'll
So yeah, it looks like they the Den of Nerds, Josh does an excellent job there, like I said before. But yeah, I really am excited for this movie. I feel like there's a lot of mystery behind it still. And even though there are spoilers coming out, I don't feel like we're going to be able to put all the pieces of the puzzle together. I know that even when Infinity War came out, there were a lot of rumors and stuff that were going around then. And I, being the fiend that I am, kept watching and looking for them. And even once I knew some of the things that were going to happen, I didn't know everything. And even once they happened, I was still shocked by some of them. So I don't feel like the spoilers are too bad at this point. But yeah, I hope you enjoy this breakdown of it. Please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, drop a comment below, and hit that notification bell so you are notified each and every time we go live in 2025. As Katie just said. Yeah, so please support the channel. I would appreciate it. And please check out our channel for tons of other content from Marvel and everything else, TV and movies. I will see you when I see you. Peace.